Hey, Alan. Everything good over there?
Hey, Grace. What's up?
Your friend's wedding ceremony. How's it go?
Yeah, it was really beautiful.
Yeah? Must have been nice. Hey, did you get some photos of the bride? Love to see them.
Yeah, I snapped a few. Why?
Emma's bugging me to show her.
Oh yeah, Emma. Her life ambition is to be a bride. Kinda makes poor old dad a little sad though.
Come on, she's only 5 years old for Pete's sake. LOL.
Yeah, I got all the photos on my smartphone. I'll show them to you when I get home.
Okay, Emma says she's looking forward to them.
I'm heading over to the after-wedding party now.
You'll probably be meeting up with a bunch of old friends, so don't drink too much.
Yeah, got it. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, and you're coming home Tuesday night, right? You're staying a couple of nights, right? A good chance to get reacquainted with old friends?
Yep. For now, no change of plans. That's why I took time off from work.
Behave yourself. Don't drink too much and go off the rails.
No worries! Okay then, the party's starting pretty soon. Better go!
Yeah, right. Have fun.
Hey Grace, what's up? Do you have some time to talk?
Hey Nora, been a while. The last I talked to you was at the alumni party, like 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Was that 2 years ago? Seems like yesterday.
I heard you were in Europe. Are you back?
Yeah, it was my youngest sister's wedding, so my husband and I came back to attend the ceremony. I'm at my folks' place in San Jose.
Huh? Your youngest sister is still about 20, right? She's already getting married, huh?
Yeah, I was a bit worried at first, but her husband is 10 years older. But my other sister's husband happens to know the groom. He vouched for him, so with that, my folks gave her their blessings.
I see. Anyways, congratulations!
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, that reminds me. My husband also attended a wedding near San Jose yesterday.
I thought so.
Huh?
Got to talking, forgot about what I lied to you about. Well, evidently, my sister's husband, the groom, knows your husband.
Huh? Seriously?
The wedding was at the K Hotel in downtown San Jose, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
His name was on the groom's invitation list, so it wasn't my mistake.
Wow, what a coincidence.
Yeah, if I had known beforehand, I would have said hello. I was going to check if I was right at the after-wedding party, but right after the wedding, he apparently said he had other plans and left right away.
Huh? He left right after the wedding?
Huh?
He seemed pretty excited about attending the after-party.
Really? Is that what he said?
He didn't contact me to say he had an emergency or anything. Wonder what happened. Alan's friends were at the party, weren't they?
Yeah, as far as I know, all his old friends were there.
He told me he was going to stay until Tuesday and that he was going to be having fun with his old buddies.
Seems a wee bit suspicious, don't you think?
I don't know about that. No need to jump to conclusions. Probably just forgot to contact me, that's all.
My sister and her husband are here. Want me to ask them?
Yeah, okay. Just in case, could you ask them?
Okay then, hold on a second. Sorry to keep you waiting.
How'd it go?
Yeah, well, where do I start? According to my sister's husband, Alan hadn't planned to attend the after-wedding party and had no plans to stay over until Tuesday.
Really? That can't be right.
Also, my sister said something kinda strange.
Strange?
Yeah, but could you give me a little time? I want to verify what she said. She's calling around to make sure.
Yeah, well, okay.
Sorry, didn't intend to stir up trouble or anything.
It's not your fault, Nora. You have nothing to apologize for.
Well, I hope it's just all a misunderstanding. I'll get back to you at about 3 o'clock, okay?
Sorry to put you through all this hassle. I'll be waiting to hear back from you.
Fun. Really had a wild time with my buddies.
Oh, you're back.
Hey, just got to the front door. Hey, what is this? The key doesn't fit.
Oh, that. I canceled the apartment lease, so I suppose the landlord changed the locks.
Huh? Canceled the lease?
Yeah, that's right. Me and Emma, we don't live there anymore.
Come on. Quit screwing around. I'm tired. Was there some reason to move out?
Boy, oh boy, getting all the stuff moved out was a real chore yesterday. But I'm glad we leased out the apartment in my name. And about your stuff, I sent them off to your parents' place.
What the hell is going on? What happened?
Yeah, well, where to start? I haven't really worked it all out in my head yet.
Come on, out with it!
Okay, then let's begin with, you know that the groom from the wedding the other day, right? And you know he has 4 younger siblings too, right?
Huh? Yeah, what about it? The bride is the youngest of 2 or 3 sisters too, I think.
Yeah, the eldest of the sisters is called Nora. She's a friend from college.
Huh? Are you serious?
Yeah, and Nora called me the day after the wedding. I was shocked as you are when I knew who she was.
Heard she married a foreigner and now lives overseas, right?
Nora came to our wedding too, but it was 6 years ago, so I guess you didn't notice.
Oh, really? Too bad I wasn't able to say hello. If I had known, I would have said something.
And I guess it was about this time last year.
The wedding ceremony for Nora's other sister.
Yeah, the groom from that wedding.
Like, the groom this time. He's my friend too. I attended that wedding too. We all grew up in the Bay Area, but to be so connected. A real coincidence, huh? Wait, then didn't Nora say anything about me last year?
She wasn't able to attend last year. Things came up and she was overseas then too.
Oh, okay, I get it. But what does that have to do with you guys not coming home?
Guess you still don't get it.
Huh? What are you talking about?
But you do know this. All 3 of the sisters had one common friend.
Huh?
You went to the wedding, so that person was obviously invited.
Is this about...
Finally starting to see the picture. You see where I'm going with this line of questioning. Finally.
I was... well...
Stella, 20 years old, right? The last year, at that wedding, you seduced her. After that, you continued the relationship, seeing her on a regular basis. And even worse, you said you were single.
When did you learn all this?
Her little sister heard it through small talk. She mentioned that her boyfriend was also way older than her. What really got the ball rolling was when she showed a photo of herself with you.
Huh?
Yeah, the photo was like 2 days ago. When I was talking with Nora, there was this gap in our conversation. Things just didn't mesh. So Nora checked with her sister. We found that you didn't attend the after-wedding party, but instead, you went off on a romantic holiday trip with Stella. I hear you made plans for this little jaunt way in advance. Seem to be having so much fun with your little mistress. You are aware that you're married and have a child. Didn't cross your mind, huh? Cat got your tongue? Nothing to say, dear? If you got some explanation, let's hear it.
Darn it! I'm busted. What can I say?
So, that means you confess to your affair?
Yeah! I am happy to admit it. Load off my chest.
Happy, huh?
Yeah! Overjoyed! I mean, I divorced you, and I get to marry a beautiful 20-year-old babe. So there. As for custody of Emma, you can have her. I'll live my new life with a beautiful young wife instead of spending the rest of my days with an old hag like you. I'll give you a divorce, so stay away from us. Forever!
About this girl, Stella. You were going out with her without telling you were married and had a kid, am I right?
Yeah, so what? I get divorced, and it no longer matters.
Is it really that simple?
If you think you've got me back against the wall, you got another thing coming. Stella and I are in love. This is a strong love binding us. This little mishap will not affect us at all. Just a minor irritant. Besides, Stella is head over heels in love with yours truly. Older, more experienced, and handsome to boot.
Oh, really? Isn't that what they call delusions of grandeur?
Huh?
Or is it just something that you had pent up inside you all these years? I never thought you were the type.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
What's this?
As you can see, a photo of you and Stella. Got more where that came from. There's some really obscene ones too, but deleted those. Felt yucky leaving them in my photo file.
What the? Why do you have these photos?
Stella was kind enough to send them to me as evidence of your infidelity.
Huh? Stella?
Yeah, you guys parted ways during the holiday trip, right?
Yeah. She said she had an emergency errand or something.
Well, right after that, she got in touch with Nora's younger sister and we arranged a video chat. Had a good long talk with Stella.
Huh?
She was shocked to hear you were married and had a 5-year-old daughter. I told her I would forgive her if she would provide some photos for evidence. She didn't hesitate. Sent me a whole slew of compromising photos. Hard for me to look at, BTW.
You're not serious!
Very serious. About Stella. She said if she knew you were married and had a child, she would not have gone out with you, even if she was fond of you. She was pretty pissed off that you deceived her, said she never wanted to see you again.
You're making all this BS up! Stella would never say such a thing!
She said she made a huge mistake. Better to break it off.
Huh?
Yeah, told me to tell you that if you were adamant about continuing to see her, she was so pissed that she probably couldn't hold back smacking you right in that big fat nose of yours. Her words, not mine. She was also positive you go ballistic over this and added that if you value your life, stay away from me. Again, her words, not mine. Strong-willed girl for sure. Kinda like her.
That's BS!
Yeah? I don't know. Her eyes seemed dead set to me. Not really my place to say, but that anger, that intensity, really came through watching her in the video chat. She almost seemed possessed.
Was Stella that angry?
What do you think? That she would be elated and smiling? Even though you deserve the consequences of your actions, I would listen to her and never see her again.
No. No way. The love between us would never crumble. Not for something so minor.
Okay, wanna go see her and risk losing an arm and a leg? But by your expression, maybe even your life.
Yeah, well...
As for me, I plan to get a huge divorce settlement and child support from you, so better if you stay alive, lol.
What? But I'm...
If you're bullheaded enough to still go see her, I really recommend that you plead with her to spare your life. Keep it down to ER level injuries.
ER level?
Well, can't guarantee what she'll do, but I'll pray for you.
Oh, my God. What do I do?
I had contacted both of her folks in advance, and after this conversation, they arrived. They met up with Alan in front of the apartment, standing around in total confusion. Well, needless to say, Alan and I got divorced. We worked out a one-time settlement and child support payments. Alan returned to his parents' place, but after the divorce went through, they eventually kicked him out. All the divorce papers went through without a hitch, and payments were made. Emma and I moved away and kept our address and contact info secret. Since then, all is pretty quiet. As for Alan, the whole sordid affair spread quickly among his co-workers. The stress of all the talk behind his back forced him to eventually retire. Needless to say, his friends heard about his infidelity and didn't want anything to do with him. After quitting his company, he had a hard time finding a new job. Went through his savings in no time. I hear he's doing whatever part-time job is available. He's apparently leading a pretty frugal existence.
Hey, you're not still sleeping, are you? Have you cleaned up everything from breakfast yet?
I'm sorry. I'm planning to do that right now. It still hurts to move.
Just get it done. Are you telling me you haven't done anything yet today? Zoe and I ate breakfast at 7:30.
I'm sorry. It hurts really bad today. It's my period again. I feel really bad and I can't get out of bed.
You think just because you're on your period you can sit around doing nothing all day? What would you do if I wasn't supporting you and letting you stay at home and be a housewife? Don't tell me women can't work or do anything on their period. I think you're getting a little too comfortable staying at home all the time. If any woman working here pulled what you pull every month, they'd be fired in a second.
Elliot, I told you this so many times before. Please listen to me. A woman's period and menstrual pain is different for each woman. Some women have almost no symptoms at all. Some throw up a lot, and some can barely move with the pain.
Well, you're the only woman I've ever met who says they can't move when they're on their period. I've even talked to a bunch of women about this, and they all told me you're the only one they've ever heard of who can't move. Half the people at work here, and about half the people I ever went to school with are women. It seems pretty strange to me that you're the only one like this, doesn't it?
I'm not surprised. This isn't a common condition. And I'm sure women who do have this condition won't want to talk about it to random men.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'm sick of hearing your excuses. I don't care so much if you want to pull this stunt with me, but your little charade is setting a bad example for our daughter. She's going to be finishing high school soon, and this is the kind of example you set for her? It never used to be like this. This is something you've been pulling a lot these past couple of years, though. And this year, every single month you've been doing this for a few days. You just lay at home complaining about your period pain. You don't clean the house, and you force us to make our own meals and do our own laundry too. Aren't you ashamed? Your only job is to take care of things at home, and you don't even do that sometimes. I mean it. What kind of example are you setting for Zoe? Do you want her to act like this when she gets a boyfriend, or worse yet, a job? Heck, what if she pulls this stunt herself in college just so she can skip class a few days every month? She'll flunk out and she'll never even get a job, and it'll be all your fault.
This isn't a stunt. I'm not doing this to get out of doing the housework. I want to cook meals for you and Zoe, and I want my house to look nice. But this medicine the doctor gave me doesn't work like that. It helps with the pain a bit, but sometimes when I take it, I still can't get out of bed. And sometimes it makes me really drowsy too. Do you think I like being like this?
Hey, don't try to turn this around and start getting mad at me. I support you so you don't have to work, and this is how you treat me? Your only job is to look after the house, Zoe, and me. If you can't do that, what do you think is going to happen?
Come on, Elliot. You don't understand menstrual pain. You have to understand where I'm coming from with this. It's been really bad lately.
Elliot, it's been really bad lately. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sick of hearing that. Just shut up and listen to what I'm telling you. You're setting a bad example for Zoe, and I won't stand for it anymore.
Why can't you understand how painful this is for me?
Stop acting like a little kid. You're a grown woman, for Pete's sake. You start feeling a little under the weather and you act like it's the end of the world. How many years have you been a woman now? You should be used to this. No other woman is complaining like you are, so stop lying. Every other woman around here seems to be putting up with their period and working as usual. I've got nothing more to say about this. I want you to take a look at the papers I left in my office. They're on the left side of my desk. You can't miss them. Read them right away. Hey, reply back. Oh, don't tell me you're laying down again for your period pain.
Can't talk, at the hospital now. Took an ambulance.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Passed out from the pain, fell down.
Don't be stupid. It's not like menstrual pain can do that. Did you call an ambulance just for that? You know they're not free, right? I can't believe you'd be so selfish. Someone might have really needed that ambulance while you're using it as a taxi to go to the hospital. Not to mention the cost. You've crossed the line this time. Using your pain as an excuse is one thing. Wasting my money on your charade is a whole other. Answer me.
The person at the dry cleaner called the ambulance.
It's all in your head. Your PMS isn't that bad. No one's is.
The prescription medicine in the house was gone.
Oh, That's because I threw it out.
What?
I threw it all out. I didn't want you using it as an excuse anymore. You said the side effect was drowsiness, so you'd never do anything after taking it. You just go lay down and not do the housework or cook for us. But then you'd go and say the medicine never helped your pain anyway. Do you think I'm stupid? If it never worked, why would you keep taking it? You did it just to use it as an excuse to not do anything. So I threw it all out. That way you'd have no more excuses.
I can't believe you do that. You're terrible. You forced her to take your suit to the cleaners even when she told you her pain was too bad to move? She passed out at the counter at the cleaners.
She.
If you're gonna throw out Mom's medicine, how about we just throw you out?
Mom's medicine. Who is this?
It's Zoe, Dad. Who else would it be? You only have one kid.
Huh? Zoe? But Zoe should be at school right now. Who is this really? Are you just trying to confuse me so I'd stop yelling at you via text? Don't try to get out of this conversation, Andrea. I'm mad enough with you as it is. What do you think you'll achieve from this?
Dad, it's me. We only had a half day of school today. I told you that before. The hospital called our house when Mom got taken there by ambulance. They're not letting her out yet. She's laying down, sleeping in a hospital bed.
Huh? Is this really Zoe? But then, why do you have your mom's phone?
I'm in Mom's hospital room. I saw her cell phone kept getting messages and it showed they were from you. So I unlocked her phone to reply to you and tell you what happened. But that's when I saw what kind of messages you were sending her. Dad, are you always talking to Mom like this? I can't believe you do that.
Zoe, you saw how your mom was acting. She wouldn't even make us dinner, and she'd just blame it on PMS. She just laid down all day watching TV in the bedroom. When she was like that, you had to do all the laundry and cooking yourself. Don't you think Mommy was being selfish?
What? She never made me do those things. I just did them to help her out. It's not like you did anything to help her. And it's only a few days a month. I didn't think helping out was a big deal. Mom does everything for us all the other days of the month. Why are you being so mean to her? Why don't you let her rest when she's in pain like this? The normal thing to do would be to let her rest, don't you think?
The normal thing to do? I don't like when you use the word normal with a situation like this. What's going on here isn't normal. No other woman do this during PMS.
How can you say that? There's so many different medical conditions in the world. Just because one isn't common doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Mom's condition is bad enough that she gets prescription medicine for it. And then you go and throw that out? You're treating her like garbage. She's in the hospital now because of you. I don't want a dad who treats my mom like this. If you won't even help a family member when they're in pain, then you're not really family at all. And I don't need or want a dad like that.
Zoe, good morning. I saw you made breakfast for me. I was really happy, and it tasted great too. Does this mean you forgive me? Does this mean you're not talking to me anymore?
Huh? I think you need to get Mom to forgive you before you message me.
I do. Why? The doctor said Mom passed out because of menstrual pain. It wasn't my fault.
Ah, if you still don't think this is your fault, I've got nothing to say to you.
Wait, just hold on. I've got something I need to ask you.
What?
Are you and Mommy going on a trip?
Oh, that. So you've noticed we've packed some suitcases, huh?
Yeah, I see you've packed all the suitcases we have, actually. Isn't it a little mean to be going on a big vacation like that without asking Daddy to come too?
It's not a vacation. We're going to live with Grandma and Grandpa.
With Grandma and Grandpa?
Yeah. You turned your back on your family, so we don't want to be around you anymore.
Wait. Don't you think you're exaggerating a little? I didn't turn my back on anyone.
Exaggerating? And what part of that am I exaggerating? Mom was sick, and her pain was so bad that she had to stay in bed. But instead of letting her rest, you decided to throw her medicine away and made her run errands for you?
But Mom's not sick. PMS isn't a sickness. All other women can put up with it and handle it just fine. Your mom's just using it as an excuse.
No, she's not. You may be right about PMS not being a sickness, but her pain is very real, and the doctors are aware of it. That's why she has special medicine for it. Just because not everybody's period is as bad as hers doesn't mean that nobody gets it really bad.
Really? Zoe, you seem to know a lot. You're pretty smart. I'm not surprised, though. You are my daughter after all.
Oh, don't try to flatter me. And anyway, this isn't something you should need to have your daughter explain to you. It's pitiful. If you'd have just done a little bit of research on your own.
You're right. I'll do some research on the internet during my lunch break today.
Really? You'd better. You need to know just how bad it really is for Mom.
So, if I do that, you guys won't abandon me?
I guess that'll depend on you. I'm not going to forgive you for how you've been treating Mom, but...
Zoe, just hold on a second.
What? I can't wait long. I've got homeroom in a few minutes.
Sorry, but my stomach hurts really bad. Hold on, let me just run to the bathroom for a minute.
Oh, good. So it's finally starting to show some effect.
Huh?
All that breakfast I made for you today, the scrambled eggs, the homemade muffins. I made it all with expired milk. And I don't mean just by 1 or 2 days. It had lumps.
What? Why?
I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of what Mom goes through every month. Don't worry. A little stomachache, bloating, or diarrhea will be nothing compared to what Mom deals with. And it'll be over in a short time, nowhere near as long as Mom has to put up with it for. Everyone's PMS is different, but lots of women experience stomach aches, bloating, and even vomiting. Hopefully you will too.
Zoe, why? Do you hate me that much?
I hate anyone who would treat my mom like that. I never thought you were like that. Oh, and I saw those papers on your desk in your home office. I saw the note you left for Mom threatening her with divorce if she kept up the charade. You even went so far as to get blank divorce papers so she'd think you were serious. I don't know if you really were serious or not, but just the fact that you'd threaten her like that? I never knew you treated Mom like that. You're a tyrant when I'm not around to hear.
Come on, Zoe, a tyrant? Where did you learn a word like that?
I'm in high school, Dad. I'm not a little girl anymore. Anyway, were you serious?
Well, I don't know. I might have been.
You can't say you might have been. You either were or you weren't.
I'm sorry, please stop. I've got to go to the toilet. Let's talk about this when we both get home tonight, okay?
Wait, let me say just one more thing.
What is it?
You know all the medicine was kept in the medicine cabinet in case we ever need it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be taking some once I get to the bathroom.
Yeah, well, I might have accidentally taken it all out of the house. There's no medicine in the house.
What? You threw it all out?
No, that'd be a waste of money. I've got it in the car. Mom let me drive to school today. You can be just like Mom and suffer through this without any medicine.
Zoe, don't you think you went a little too far?
I went too far. The medicine I took was just over-the-counter stuff. It's not like I threw out any prescription medication. Which do you think is worse, what I did or what you did? Enjoy your day at work, Dad.
My husband apologized to me for what he did. At first, I didn't know why he was apologizing to me. But after talking to Zoe, she explained to me where my medicine had gone that day.
My husband really loves our daughter, so when she got angry with him for what he did, he knew he'd gone too far. But just apologizing to me wasn't enough for Zoe, because she'd seen the note Elliot left for me along with the divorce papers. That's the real reason why she stopped talking to him and why we were both considering moving out. However, after what Zoe did to my husband's breakfast, he started doing some research on his own and found out that I'm not the only woman in the world with this condition, and that I wasn't trying to trick anyone just to have a few days to relax. I don't think I'll be able to forgive my husband for the way he treated me, or for secretly taking my medicine from me. But after seeing all our things packed up and after eating Zoe's special breakfast, Elliot apologized to me from the bottom of his heart, and he swore that he'd never make light of my condition again. I could see in his eyes that he meant what he was saying. So Zoe and I decided not to move out and to give him another chance. I realize it must be hard for men to understand PMS, especially when my condition is much worse than most other women's. But I had hoped that at least my own husband would be able to understand. After this whole incident, I think he understands a little better than before. We'll see how he acts regarding it in the coming months. But after being scolded about it by his own daughter, I think he's learned his lesson. He's already started preparing for next month by asking me to teach him how to do the laundry when I'm in too much pain to do it for him. It isn't much, but I think it's a good start.